Welcome to Season 18 of Marrow Masters, produced for the National Bone Marrow Transplant Link and sponsored by Sanofi and Jazz Pharmaceuticals. This season is all about the caregivers. Our guests will offer up their best tips, experiences, and advice. We'll cover the importance of self-care and share heartwarming stories of compassion and love.
This person is someone who provides physical care, transportation, emotional support for our patients 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the entire transplant process. They also are heavily involved with medication management of the patient because it's crucially important that patients take their medications as prescribed. Caregivers also play a vital role in symptom monitoring. Their caregiver is responsible to call our office for any type of symptoms that they may be experiencing at home.
The patient-caregiver relationship can be a role reversal. So initially, an equal partner, like a husband and wife, now all of a sudden become patient-caregiver. So that changes the relationship dynamic entirely. Because now, perhaps, the caregiver is playing a more dominant, so to speak, dominant role in a sense.
Being put in that caregiver position changes the role a little bit. I don't want to say it's emasculating, but it's a little bit of, role reversal, letting your guard down, and it required an immense amount of vulnerability on my part that was really uncomfortable.
I had the desire to relieve my husband of his normal day-to-day duties and roles and jobs that he assumed within our family, and I knew that would be a large effort. And specifically speaking, he was the financial man in our family. I had to learn how to log on to all these accounts and pay these bills and keep the wheels on the wagon.
I actually had multiple caregivers, each who stayed with me for about a week for the first 3 months post bone marrow transplant. During my diagnosis of AML, I was in the midst of a 2-year divorce, and so my ex was not a consideration. They all came through for me.
We needed to be objective, and I have to say we had an amazing second opinion experience. I always recommend them in cancer. I call it a peace of mind opinion, and sometimes you get that peace of mind where even if I traveled, they're going to do the same exact thing as my local oncologist, or maybe there's something different or better out there that isn't available locally, which was the case for us.
Follow Marrow Masters for free on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you're listening right now. Marrow Masters is produced for the National Bone Marrow Transplant Link. Established in 1992, the nbmtLINK strives to help patients, caregivers, and families cope with the psychosocial challenges of bone marrow transplant from diagnosis through survivorship. The Marrow Masters podcast is produced by Jag Podcast Productions, online at jagpodcastproductions.com.